something else that Jake said is that, speaking of out of control, the Von Erichs could be a little bit out of control as far as like no shows and showing up inebriated and dealing with that kind of thing. So I mean, you didn't necessarily have to be part of the party scene to see what was going on with the Von Erichs at the time. Would you agree with
Right.
that assessment by Jake?
It was, and from the point of my dad, because my dad promoted up in Lubbock, and no one wanted to come to Lubbock because it was a dry county. You had to go out of the city to get a 6 pack of beer or 12 pack of beer. You had to actually go outside the city limits. It was like 11 miles out there, and then it was a strip. It was crazy. And then you could go to restaurants and order liquor, and then there, even being a college town, we had a few clubs, but we didn't have like really good clubs, not like San Antonio or Dallas or anything. We were Lubbock, Texas, population of like 150,000 people back then.
Right.
The guys really didn't like coming to Lubbock. So I didn't really see that part of them. But if we had a spot showing like Levelland or Plainview or something like that, and Carrie or Kevin were booked, it was kind of a crapshoot of like who was going to show up, because a
Oh,
lot
right.
of times they didn't show up, and then they had to send a Mike or even Chris or someone else up there. Well, the fans paid to see Carrie and Kevin, and they were very disappointed. Then there was a time that there was this horrible thunderstorm right before the matches in Levelland. It was probably like 5:30 in the afternoon, and lightning is striking like all around us, like crazy West Texas thunderstorm. And Carrie is out in the front of this National Guard armory, holding on to the metal flagpole, wondering what would happen if lightning struck it.
Wow.
Carrie, come on in, honey. It's okay. Come on inside. We don't want to find this out.
Yikes. I mean, at the time when he's doing something like that, under the influence of something, certainly, right?
Right.
Ah, geez.
We
It's a
just
shame.
that at that point, I think my dad just got him out of there so that the fans didn't see him, and we just rescheduled. Like like card subject to change. There was definitely card subject to change that day. Carrie did not. My dad wouldn't have put Carrie in the ring like that.
And Jake talked about, his frustration, due to the fact that, the Von Erichs were unreliable, but then also the Von Erichs were getting good payoffs while he was saying that his pay was not good at all, to the point where, he found himself kind of embarrassed to be bringing home what he was bringing home to his wife and family.
Right.
Can you speak to that at all as far as like, what the pay was
I
like?
didn't have anything to compare it to because this was the first time I'd worked. And now, to me, I was making good money, because I, worked for my dad with his promotion. I made really good money, but not like on the road money.
Okay.
And I was just, I wasn't taking bumps. I was only going out there for one match. Wasn't really doing promos or things, like I wasn't. So it wasn't my point to go in the booking office and go, "Hey, I made 150. I probably should have made 250." I mean, and then to me, it's kind of rude to talk to people about their money.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. I was just happy to be there.